All right, let's get into this thing. So you should have watched part one. Just got through talking about using the calculator. Remember that the calculator is your best buddy, is your BFF. So use it. All right, let's go into another example of how you would take a table and you will be able to figure out the exponential function for that table. Well, in order for there to be an exponential function, there has to, of course, be common ratios. So that's the first thing that you want to check. If you look at this table, we've seen this table before. There is some sort of pattern going on. If you look at 48 and 24, and then 24 and 12, and then 12 and 6, and then 6 and 3. At some point, somewhere down that line, a pattern should start popping up into your brain. Like your brain should be like, "Oh, wait, I know what's going on here." So if you're fortunate enough to have a problem that tells you that it's an exponential table, then you should know that there's some multiplication going on. And if the numbers are shrinking, then that multiplication is actually a division, which means that you're actually multiplying by a fraction of some sort. So, of course, the calculator is your friend. Use the calculator. How do you know what the common ratio is? Well, take 24 divided by 48. See if you get a number. Take 12 divided by 24. See if you get a number. If you start doing that, you'll find out that you'll get 1/2. 12 divided by 24 gives you 1/2. 6 divided by 12 gives you 1/2. 3 divided by 6 gives you 1/2. That is the common ratio. Okay. Now, of course, I need the y-intercept, which is my starting point. That's my A. I don't know what that is, so I have to do some math. I need to divide by the common ratio, which would give me 96. Okay, so I know my common ratio. I know my y-intercept. That means I have the numbers for letters A and B in the formula, and then all I do is plug those into the formula by substitution. Okay, and that gives me f of x is equal to 96 times 1/2 to the power of x. Now, you need to check your answers at all times. One of the ways that I used to do this as a kid is I used to put stuff in y equals on my calculator just to see if my answers were correct. I'm sick today, man. That's why y'all don't see my face on this, my beautiful face. I know y'all miss it, but you're not seeing it because I don't want y'all to get my germs. But look, when I put this in y equals on the calculator, I can check the table by hitting second and graph. Second graph gives me the table. And notice that the table on the calculator matches the table that you see on the problem. And like a boss, I'm done. So it is not that hard. You need to look at the common ratio for the table. You will need to divide the first number by the common ratio to get the y-intercept, right? And then you take those two numbers and you put them into the formula in the correct spaces. If you do those things, you'll be able to accomplish any type of table that comes at you. Remember, calculator is your friend. When you get stuck with the math, use the calculator. If you do the math in your head, double check with the calculator. That's the whole point. It's your friend. All right. Do your best, and I'll holler at you later.